This is Market Watch Live. I am Gilbert Joekpata, and every week I break down three market events, and also we have more like an outlook and analysis on the cryptocurrency market, and also give you strategic guides, and also we'll do some forecast for expectation. You should look out for the new trading and investing week. I am supposed to have done this before now, but from the morning, from bar to network was a challenge. But then we have been very steadfast on market watch, what it is supposed to be. And we are doing this for you. We are doing this for those of you who love and appreciate what we do. And that's why, regardless, I decided we must have today's live session. Even though we are not having Mr. Odinaka right here with us. However, we're going to do things, how we always do it. So these are the three market events we are watching out for. Top on our list is happening today is the Fed's balance sheet. So we're expecting the Federal Reserve, to publish or release their balance sheet because we need to understand, the liquidity levels because the financial system. This is how it works anyway. The more their financial balance sheet keep rising, it also means that we'll have a looser monetary policies, which means that oftentimes what happens when we have a looser monetary policy is that bricks on asset like cryptocurrency starts to benefit because if the balance sheet is healthy, it looks great, there will be a going to flow to bricks asset, including tomorrow, which is the US initial jobless claim. So the jobless claim is a measure of the health of the US labor market. So this is what it means. When there are higher jobs, in claim, it indicates a slowdown and also influences the Fed's decision in regards to interest rates. So if we see that there's actually the previous was about 223, but we have a forecast of about 235. So we need to watch out for this because we are going to have a deep dive into the US economy. And if there is labor strength, it means that we're still looking at possibility of a rate cut by September. Right now, the market is already pricing about the 51% of a rate cut. So in between, there is a balance. Either there will be rate cuts but there will be no rate cut, but we have an advantage more of rate cut. So we need more positive numbers and figures, in anticipation of a rate cut that is going to begin by September. And then, but not the least, we are watching out on the Polkadot card vote. So Polkadot started a vote by the 10th of last month. This vote is so that so Polkadot want to have more like a card, a payment card, for the ecosystem. So with such payment card, you will be able to pay in fiat with ATMs, with POS, and all of that. So the vote ends on Wednesday this week. And then these are the three market events we're watching out for. A recap is that which is happening today, the Fed's balance sheet. We want to know how healthy it is because the more there are assets in that balance sheet, the more there's going to be liquidity flow into risks on asset and cryptocurrency stands to benefit from this. Second, tomorrow we're looking for US initial jobless claim. We want the economy to show health. If it shows health, we can anticipate that we should have some rate cut. And then on Wednesday, for Polkadot investors, for those of you who build on Polkadot, I think that a card like this, if they vote for a card, is a great development for you as an investor, for you who may want to take advantage of what is going on there. And one thing I want you to know is that these three market events are capable of market volatility. These three markets are capable of market volatility. So watch out for this, as we enter the investing and trading week. And then, without further ado, let's do something else. Let's dive into a little bit of some technicals. So, stick with me, my friends. Let's do some technicals. So lots of things. That's why you see nothing has changed. Nothing has changed in the market, and that is why I'm still showing you this chart. This was the chart. So typically, I always look at the longer time frame analysis. You guys know, my analysis is always based on investors, how investors should strategize and also position. So this is it. Last week we've had a lot of bullish activities happening. Technically, the first bullish activity was the golden cross. The golden cross in the cryptocurrency market, like I've always said, is the most historically accurate. And don't forget, we anticipated a drawdown. We've had an inverse head and shoulder pattern, and now we're having a bullish flag. Now, let me tell you why this bullish flag is important. First of all, I told you where this was last week Monday. I told you we expected either a breakout of this level, or scenario two was that we are going to test support. We test support before we go up. And I think that the clouds are gathering. The clouds are really gathering right here. If you look at what's happening, the clouds are gathering. So what are we there? That resistance becomes solid, and it means that the possibility of a test to the downside solidly, that okay, this is a solid support. This is the same thing. So we are accumulating. This is an accumulation level. So what do I expect? Even though I is still of my opinion that we have two of these activities are going to happen. Either this is the first scenario one, don't forget scenario one, or scenario two. I think that we are testing more of the resistance means that there's a higher possibility of us testing, the support. And these are the key levels you should watch out for. These are the key levels you should watch out for. This actually means the more we're testing this resistance and we are still here, means the clouds, are building up. Clouds are building. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. You're gonna have advantage to buy Bitcoin at the cheaper price. And these are the levels I think we're gonna test. So these are your support range. So there are two things. Two things. What should you do as a trader, and what should you do as an investor? As an investor, this is telling us how much time you have before the upward next bull season. This is telling us how much time you have before the next upward season. So, as an investor, you still have an opportunity to buy, and when the market draw down, you still have an opportunity to buy. Don't forget, when Bitcoin tests a support level, altcoins always, Bitcoin always superimpose its will. Bitcoin superimpose its will on the broader cryptocurrency market. So if we're going to have a test, it means you have another opportunity to buy crypto at the ship. You don't need to like do some, one sum investing. You could dollar cost average, and as we test the new support level, these are your last levels. These are your last levels. Let me put this more into the future. If you ask me, these are your levels, before the breakout. And we have this. Okay, before I dive into more, we dive into investing as a trader. I'm going to have a very long position. The moment we test this support level, I'm going long this market, which means I want to take advantage of the loans, exchanges give me, to control a bigger size of my capital and make as well more profits in the market. So this is where we will be looking out for our long position. And then let's talk as an investor. What should you be looking at? As an investor, what should you be looking at? This time around, the next phase of the bull market, these are not the period you're going to see some, shitcoin pump. Ethereum is building up structurally with developers' activities, with staking activities. And this tells us that the next phase of the bull run is going to be for utility-based altcoin. It's going to be for utility-based altcoin. So utility-based alt I think with asset tokenization and AI tokens are going to have their fair share. This is time for quality, asset pulling up. So if you want to go into the next phase of this market, make sure you don't have shit coins, or permit me to use the word rubbish. Make sure you don't have rubbish in your portfolio. Make sure you take advantage of this phase of the market, and then we expect the clouds, as we thank you for joining Market Watch. Do well to like this video, leave a comment, let me know, what you took out of this video. Let me know if you're watching this video live. If you're watching this video live, please type live so I will know. If you're watching the replay, let me know you're watching a replay. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn off the notification bell, join us on Discord. There are a lot of activities happening there. We also give our free trading calls. We also give caution. It's a freemium channel, so take advantage of everything that we offer and prepare for the next bull phase that is right here at the corner. Don't forget, guys, I love you, and I will see you once again by Monday, for